SmackDown one take, one shot review. This is where I do the SmackDown review with no edits whatsoever. If you look at the time, it's well before 8 p.m. So there will be lots of spoilers. And you might be asking yourself, how did you watch it, Chop? How did you watch it? Well, let's just say I really wish I had a VPN sponsor, because this is where I would tell you all about how great VPNs are. but yeah, so somebody, VPN guy, call me. Anyways, tonight's SmackDown, you can either come back after you watch it at said 8 p.m. or you can just hear the spoilers. This was a really good SmackDown. Honestly, it was a really good SmackDown with a very questionable ending. Holy crap, I did not like the ending of this episode, but for the most part, up until the end, up until the last match, I enjoyed myself very much so. And I gotta tell you, it had one of my favorite moments of the year so far, and it had one of my least favorite moments of the year. We'll start with my favorite, John Cena and Logan Paul. They cut promos on each other that were just amazing, just awesome. Logan Paul came out on fire tonight, but that's not what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about in the middle, John Cena, he stops and he says, you know what? Being a wrestling superstar is owning up when you make a mistake. When you have a bad day, you own it. And you apologize, and the people, they love you back. And John Cena goes out into the crowd, and the kid from his, where he says, I'm breaking up with everybody, I'm in a toxic relationship, even that 10-year-old kid or whatever, that kid over there, especially toxic, well, that kid was in the audience, and John knew it, and John goes to that kid, hugs him, and says, man, I was having a bad day, I apologize. Now, granted, it was a bad heel turn from months ago, but the fact is that John Cena went and apologized to the kid and hugged the kid, and he said he was sorry, and the kid was like, I love you, John. It was such a moment. I loved it. That, to me, right in the feels, got my eyes all watering. I'm not crying. You're crying. I had some onions down here that you couldn't see. But, no, for real, it was just such a beautiful moment, and I'm so happy John Cena did that to that kid. Now that kid gets to have two all-time core memories. What I wouldn't give for John Cena to have yelled at me and called me toxic when I was a kid, only to apologize to me months later. Holy cow, I love that. That is a moment. I love that moment. That's going to be spoiler alert, when I do my top 10 lists at the end of the year, that's going to be the most top 10, number one most wholesome moment right there. Loved it. We'll talk more about the other stuff. I want to jump now to the end where I'm scratching my head to the point where I'm just bleeding in that, are you kidding me? Solo Sikoa, the dude who, that Jimmy Uso cannot defeat, the dude that was the main villain of last year to the point where he headlined SummerSlam against Cody Rhodes, and he led his troops into War Games against Roman Reigns. He was such a threat that he almost beat Roman for the Ula Fala, becoming the tribal chief. The guy who Jacob Fatu, the future of the company, cannot overcome. That Solo Sikoa lost this U.S. title to Sami Zayn? What? Sami Zayn? I cannot grasp this. Granted, the whole MFTs, they were chased away by Jimmy and Jacob, but give me a break. I literally did a video on this yesterday. I literally did a video on Sami Zayn being a problem in that they just keep booking him to just beat everybody. Somehow, some way, Sami Zayn has become the gatekeeper of the main event scene. And I watched this match and I'm like, no way they're gonna let Sami beat Solo Sikoa. What's the point? He's already beaten him in a non-title match, in a tag team match over the last 4 weeks, and now he straight up beats him for the U.S. title? I'm sorry. I am a Sami Zayn fan, but I don't know. I just don't understand this. I don't understand. I am a Solo Sikoa fan too, full disclosure, but I don't understand this booking. I want to fully support Sami, and I want to appreciate when he wins, but if he's just going to win everything, I just, like, this dude, I can't get behind it. I can't get behind the fact that Solo Sikoa won this. I mean, that Sami Zayn won this title off of Solo. Solo had just recovered. They destroyed Solo after he lost to Roman Reigns. But now, after like X amount of months, he finally came back. He was entertaining as all get out. Yeah, his faction kind of like didn't really have aura, but Solo himself was amazing. And we threw that out the window for why? Why does Sami Zayn need the U.S. title right now? I just don't get it. Unless you're going to bring back Karrion Kross out of nowhere to fight for this, I don't understand why Solo needed to lose. I just don't get it. Sami didn't need this title. You know who does need the title though? You do. You need this title. You can win this title, actually. I'm transitioning into the promo. I'm going to give away this championship belt at 20,000 subscribers, and if you want to win it, all you got to do is comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, ding, 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 notification, and I will mail this to you. But protect it at all costs, because Sami Zayn loves to beat people for their titles, and it's like... I don't know. I mean, he should want to beat people for the title, but, like, holy cow. I went in thinking, I was like, no way they're going to do this. No way they're going to let Sami win this one. And Sami won. So I guess they proved me wrong, but I literally thought they wouldn't let Sami win because he's been winning too much lately. That's the reason, not because he's an underdog. Like, I literally did a Sami Zayn problem video yesterday, and it applies even more today than it did yesterday. There is a huge Sami Zayn problem. He should not have won this title. And, oh, man, the people cheered, but, I mean, at this stage in the WWE, in WWE in general, people are just going to cheer regardless. Like, for real, unless you're Logan Paul, you're not getting booed. You just aren't. At most, people don't do nothing. But, like, oh, geez, Louise, Solo Sikoa, he lost. So, like, that killed it. This was a really good SmackDown. But then at the end, just Sami Zayn win. I don't understand it. I don't think you guys believe me that I'm a Sami Zayn fan. I'm a huge Sami Zayn fan. But, like, I can't get behind this kind of booking that we're just going to make this guy, Sami, he's the guy that is pretty much like, I wish they booked Drew McIntyre like they booked Sami Zayn. I really do wish that. Holy cow. So that was the ending. So it's sandwiched. We have this awesome moment of John Cena making up with the kid to Sami Zayn just... I'm not going to call him Sammy Hogan because Hogan had political power backstage and he would say that doesn't work for me, brother. But I will say he's super Sammy. Just like when John Cena couldn't lose, you know? Now, that might be an exaggeration. I mean, Sammy did lose to, CM Punk, I think? No, he lost to Randy Orton, King of the Ring. So, like, it's not, like, perfectly there, but when it comes to the mid-card, if you have not main evented a WrestleMania, you're not beating Sammy. Let's just say that. How about that? And that's just, like, that's surprising to me. And I don't know, but the rest of SmackDown was good. Logan Paul probably cut his best promo ever. The dude was sweating as he gave the promo, and it was really good. In fact, it didn't come across scripted. The only reason why I believe it was scripted is because he spoke a lot in French. I don't know, maybe he does know French. They're in Lyon, France, by the way. But that's why I think it might have been scripted, but it didn't come across scripted at all. He did a good job. Logan Paul did a great job being a grade A jerk. And then John Cena comes out and he does a great job being a grade A not jerk. And they just they tore the house down. Great promo between them. Already talked about making up with the kid. Loved that. And then we have the Street Profits. They're doing a promo, and Bo Dallas comes out. Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy, but he's not Uncle Howdy, he's Bo Dallas. And I like this. If we're gonna have the Wyatts, Let's have the Wyatts playing not just mind games, or playing mind games and doing all these things. And they really alluded to the fact that maybe we are going to get the breakup of the Street Profits. And I've been very much against breaking up the Street Profits up until tonight. Up until tonight, when I heard that they have been a tag team for 8 years. 8 years. I don't say we have to break them up where they hate each other, but I would like to break them up where they go their separate ways. And we could have like a Dudley situation here where Bubba and Devon, they don't necessarily have to feud with each other. They can just go their separate ways. And I hope that happens because 8 years is a long time and they were just champions this year. So maybe it is time for Ford to spread his wings and flutter by, but also Angelo Dawkins. I don't think Angelo Dawkins is the weak link that everybody says he is. I think they're just both really strong links, one just being stronger than the other. But Bo Dallas comes out and he's like, let's see what happens when you lose. And will he still be your friend or something like that? They alluded to a breakup here, and I'm okay with it now. I'm okay with it now. I have reconsidered, and Bo Dallas did a really good carrying cross. He did a really good carrying cross here. We're just sowing seeds of doubt between tag teams. And then we have Charlotte and Alexa Bliss come out. Charlotte looked really good. She looked like she was on fire, but like good on fire. And they come out, and Chelsea Green and Alba Fire attack. They attack, and to the point where Chelsea can't wrestle. And that allows then, it was supposed to be a tag team match. I don't know why Piper Niven wasn't here, especially because she was here last week. Maybe she's injured, maybe she's not. Green cards, I don't know. But we have Alexa Bliss versus Chelsea Green. Alexa Bliss will get the win, but Chelsea and Alba will beat up Alexa and Charlotte when she runs out, and they get the visual win. They get the visual win. I'm very happy that Chelsea Green is fighting people of this caliber because I know Chelsea has worked really, really hard to get here, and I know she's just pumped inside her head. I get to fight Charlotte Flair. That has to be a big deal, and Alexa Bliss even. Then we do the Sami Zayn promo. Sami talks about it, and I'm like, oh god. I made a joke. Sami's gonna, I don't know what I said. I said Sami's gonna pin Solo quicker than Meacham pins, I forgot her name, Kiana James, because that was like a 5-second match. Kiana James came out to fight Meacham, and if Meacham wins, she gets a title shot against Julia. And the bell rings, roll up, 1, 2, 3, done. Match over, Meacham wins. And it's like, oh my god. So they pulled a Giovanni Da Vinci where on their premiere opening first ever appearance match, you get squashed. You get squashed real quick. And we'll probably get a rematch on that, but right now, we had both of them then go and beat up Meacham. And they did that thing where she grabs her arms and then just stomps her head into the steel. So Meacham will probably be out for just a little bit while those two, whatever. Hey, you know what? Julia, the U.S. champ, got some airtime. Happy about that. Priest and Black, they cut some promos on each other where Black got a vignette, Aleister Black, and he talked about how Damian's gonna wake up in a cold sweat and stuff. And I thought to myself, they should do that. They should have a home invasion angle where Aleister Black kind of like, while Damian Priest is sleeping, he cuts a promo on a sleeping Damian Priest, and he's like, yeah, I told you I was going to do it, like, you gotta sleep with one eye open and stuff like that, and then he leaves, so then it's like kind of creepy. Priest was just like, yeah, next time we see each other, we're gonna fight. Okay, like, why aren't you fighting right now? Why don't you fight? I don't know. Let's make something happen here. Meacham, we already talked about that. Julia Stance, we talked about that. Drew McIntyre, he comes out. He says, I want to talk to you, Randy. Randy comes out and he says, Randy, if you beat me up if you RKO'd me because you were mad at me because I beat you in Jelly Roll, then fine. But if you did it for Cody, I don't respect that. And Randy's like, no, I did it for myself. And, I did it because you're a jerk, but he, cussed. And then headbutt from Drew to to Randy. When it's all said and done, there's a bunch of security guards trying to prevent Randy from doing a punt kick or an RKO, and then Randy gives out a bunch of RKOs and Drew McIntyre runs. So it looks like those guys are going to have a program before Cody, Drew and Cody, which is weird. Like, Cody just had a kid. I get it. He really did, but like, and he's filming a movie, but we shouldn't have put the title on him. Like, we straight up shouldn't have put the title on him. I'm tired of part-timers, especially a babyface part-timer, because, like, I said this in the live chat, when Roman had the title, he beat everybody, right? So why show up for work? It makes sense. When even Brock, and dear God, I don't want Brock with the title. When Brock has the title, he's just here for the money. He hates everything about wrestling. He just literally wants money. So it makes sense that he's not showing up. He doesn't love the business. Cody has said on multiple occasions he wants the John Cena schedule. Not the part-time John Cena I'm about to retire schedule, but the full-time John Cena schedule of 2000, like 10, 11, 12. And for Cody just to not show up, like he loses at WrestleMania and then he just doesn't show up. He wins at SummerSlam and then he just doesn't show up. It doesn't sit right with me. It just doesn't sit right with me. I don't care if he has an injury because he got Claymore kicked into a table. It's like, I don't know, but whatever the case may be. It looks like Drew versus Randy Orton. Then we got Mello Don't Miz. Mello goes up to Miz and says, "Hey, man, I need you to let me win. Don't just tag yourself in." And they're kind of like at odds with each other a little bit, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. You know, Mello is on TV for like 3 weeks in a row, so I love that. But we have the tag match, the number one contender match. Mello Don't Miz versus the Street Profits. It's good back and forth. We have some miscommunication here and there, but nothing crazy. Then the Wyatts come out. They distract the Miz, which allow the Street Profits to just win. They're your number one contender. And I like that Bo Dallas was kind of talking to everybody. He talked to Mello too, and Mello didn't back down before the match. And so, the Street Profits are now your number one contenders. And what's crazy is that this match is actually going on at Clash in Paris. So the Street Profits versus Dexter Lumis and Gacy at Clash of Paris. Like, I did not know we were going to have 6 matches. I'm glad we're having 6 matches. Just it was weird that this is the matchup, though. I think we should have just did Stephanie Fakir versus Tiffany. Oh, yeah, by the way, there was this really lame Tiffany Jade promo. They've been literally doing this Tiffany Jade promo every week since Jade won the Queen of the Ring. And it's literally this. I'm the champion, but I want to be the champion. Well, too bad, because I'm the champion. Well, you won't be champion long because I'll be the champion. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I'm going to stay the champion and you won't be the champion. That is the feud between Tiffany and Jade. First off, both should be heels. Both of them should be heels. Second off, at least make one of them heel. Like, this is the lamest thing ever. I'm a huge Jade fan, and I used to be a huge Tiffany fan. Tiffany lost me, I think, a little after WrestleMania, and soon Jade's probably going to lose me too, because they are so lame. Their characters are so lame. And then soon I'll not be a Sami character either, because he's just like, whoa, just win. I don't can't get behind it. And that's the last thing that happened. Oh, there was a fun little fireball, like the liquor, commercial where Nick Aldis is talking to Randy, and I was like, Randy, you can't just keep RKOing everybody. And Randy's like, I know, I'm sorry. Here, have some fireball liquor. And then R-Truth comes out, can I have that? And I'm okay with that kind of product placement. Just don't put it on the ladder. Okay? I'm okay with that kind of product placement. Whatever. They made it funny, little cute. Fine. Then we have Sami versus Solo, and Super Sami wins. Oh, I can't get behind that. I'm sorry. And if you want to come at me and be like, oh yeah, well, Cody Rhodes, look at Cody Rhodes, or, well, yeah, Sami might be this, but look at Roman Reigns. No, we're not having conversations about other wrestlers. This conversation is about Sami in particular. If you want to talk Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes being undefeated or this or that, we'll have those conversations. But right now, we're just focused on Sami right now, and the fact that they are booking him to be way way too overpowered. Like, how is this guy your gatekeeper of the mid-card / main event scene? I don't know. Should I have left the cough in? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Boys, girls, have yourselves a great day. Oh. You know what? I forgot to do. I had 11 yawns, which is a lot because it's in the daytime. I didn't even yawn the first hour. It was the second hour, literally all the yawns. And then, how many chops would I give this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. It was good. I'm giving it 7 chops. The crowd was 10. The crowd was 10 out of 10. Probably should get 8 chops, to be honest with you, but I didn't like that solo one. That solo lost. So I'm going to give it 7 chops. But if you want to give it 8, I could see 8. 6, I can't see 6. But 8 chops, I could see 8 chops. I could see someone giving it a 9. I'm giving it a 7, though, because it's not just that my guy lost, it's that it doesn't make sense to me that he lost. I just don't understand it. So, 7 chops out of 10. Boys, girls, have yourselves a good day. It was a decent SmackDown, though. I do recommend watching it. If you're a Sami Zayn fan, it'll be a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for you, though. So, all right, for real. Have a good day.